Welcome back, guys. Another Friday live workout. We're going to do dumbbell focus today. And like we do for every live workout, we're going to do a little dynamic warm-up before we get started, with the dumbbells, I should say. So we're going to go ahead and do one of my favorites. We're going to do a little plank walkout to twisted lunge, toe touch, reach for your toes, and then you walk out to that push-up position, step foot outside the hand, reach. We'll do a couple of world's greatest stretch while we're here, just because. Alright. I know there's been a ton of debate this week, or actually, I don't want to say this week, but every week. People asking me, why is this the world's greatest stretch? It is I guess it's subjective, of course. I guess it hits many body parts. You get thoracic rotation, you get flexibility, posterior chain flexibility, hip mobility. So you get hit a lot of different parts with just one movement. Alright, so I don't know if that's why they call it world's greatest stretch, but that's my slightly educated opinion. Alright, switch side. One more. Alright, one more of these. Go all the way back. Really inch. Right. Last one. Alright. Tippy toes. If you have any issues with this, obviously you can just do like a mountain climber. Start on the ground. Put this knee on the ground if you need to. Alright, some modifications. Alright. Well, one more. I gotta walk back. Alright, so do a little forward lunge with rotation. Okay, and I'm just going to rotate the upper body. Alright, so I'll forward lunge, rotate towards that leg that I'm lunging forward. Alright? Two more each leg. Keep my hands low on this one. There we go. On this one. Alright, a little towel twist stretch. Turning those, rolling those shoulders, turning that head. Bringing it out like I got a towel. I'm bringing the water out of the towel. Turning the head. And a little standing bow pull with this one. So I'm here, holding my base. Reach behind me. Alternate side. Get my upper back warmed up. We're going to do a lot. I wouldn't say a lot. We're going to do total body. So a lot of exercises are going to be compound with the dumbbells, hitting upper body and lower body. Alright, one more each side. Do my floor sweeps. I know I usually do this one every week, but it's a good one, especially for kind of like a dynamic warm-up. You guys can watch, if you're watching pregame, either usually like college football or pro football, this is one of their kind of go-tos, is a floor sweep. Kind of walking hamstring stretch, so this leg is out front, toes to the sky, switching back that leg, trying to keep that neutral back position, trying not to round like this, right? Alright. Follow the ball. Oh, come on, gotta stand up. There we go. One more. Alright. Now, the dumbbells. What we're going to do for our circuit, we're going to do our squat thrusters. Okay, we're going to do our single leg hinge with weight. Okay, I'm going to do a little lateral lunge with row, and then I'm going to finish with renegade row. Okay, so let's demo those. I got 2 15s, but you can always modify, obviously, choose a weight that matches your fitness level. Alright? And you can always do different weights for different exercises. I'm just going to stick with these 15s just to kind of make it roll. But obviously, so usually when you do like overhead stuff, probably usually erring on the lighter side is better just for overhead. But maybe if you want to do your hinge, your legs are stronger, do a little heavier hinge. But personal preference. Okay, so here we got the squat thruster. Okay, we're going to do 10 of those. Then we're gonna go into our single leg hinge, right? Weighted single leg hinge, weights are down by your side. Trying to get that good back position. Alright, bounce around like this. Pinch those shoulder blades together the whole time. Single leg hinge, 5 each side. Okay, then we're going to do the lateral lunge to row. So I only need one dumbbell for this. Lateral lunge, hold, step back. Alright? Step back. Okay? And 5 of those each side. Last but not least, renegade row. Strong push-up position. Alternate. 5 each side. Try to keep those hips nice and still. Lock them in place. Anti-rotation, working the core. Alright, so we got just 10 reps total for everything. Whether it be 10 squat thrusters or 5 and 5. If you go side to side, it'll be 5 each side. Alright? Alright, so like I said, once again, modify both. I'll show some modifications as we go, especially our exercises, but change the weights if necessary. You can also use one dumbbell if necessary. Alright, don't think you have to do 15-pound dumbbells. Match it. Choose a weight that matches your fitness level. Alright, squat thrusters. I'm going to get all the way through the round, and then I'll go ahead and show some modifications while I'm taking my rest period. Alright? You got to focus on this one, guys. Hinge those shoulder blades together. That's really going to help you keep that good back position or spine position. Whoa, one more. This one's going to be a challenge. This is my balance on my right foot. It's always more of a challenge in my life. One thing I find, especially with balance exercises, you really drive hard through that toe. Looks like I'm trying to push my toe into the floor through my shoe as I do the hinge. Alright? Down to one dumbbell, power lunge to row. Right. Sitting into that one. That leg that I'm stepping away from goes straight. I'm really actually externally rotating it, so my knee is going up to the ceiling. I think that was 5. I'm going to do the next one, just in case. Alright, renegade row. So I'm going to alternate on this one. Oh, a little bit more in the key frame. There we go. 9 and 10. Alright, so that last one, renegade row. Sometimes it's challenging to put all your weight, especially the free hand that's not rowing, on the dumbbell, finger at the palm. I tell people to just let our palm flat, do 5 in a row on one side, pass the other. So kind of personal preference. And the weight, I wouldn't say it's secondary. This is really like a core exercise. Typically you can row a good amount of weight, but this one is actually about kind of core stability. So I'm adding the movement into making sure this is nice and still, anti-rotation, not turning my hips. Alright? So we got the lateral lunge to bounce, the lateral lunge to row. I tell people think about, I'll show you from the side. When you sit your lateral lunge, you're almost trying to sit in that chair, but the one thing you want to make sure is that you don't want this knee outside that ankle, right? You want to try to be in line. The weight should be loaded almost like a straight line, knee, because if we have too much shear force going to the side, that can put pressure on the outside or inside of the knee, and your knee hurt, right? Or hurt your knee, you know? Single leg hinge. I think I was talking about during this, when I talk about pinching your shoulder blades. If you don't pinch your shoulder blades, you have a rounded back, right? That looks like that. But if I pinch my shoulder blades, I gotta keep that good, help me keep that good back position. Protects my back. Squat thruster, like I think I was mentioning, you can always use one dumbbell too. Okay, you just use this. Go up there. Alright. Get a little sip of water. We'll go to round 2. Alright. Ready? Squat thruster. Alright, single leg hinge. Glad I paired single leg hinge after the lateral lunge. A little less dynamic with single leg hinge with weight. One more. Right foot's always my challenge. As you can see, I'm really got a little slight bend to that knee. Challenge. And if you, I'll show you the modification after I finish this round. Bad rep. One more rep. All right. Lunge the row. Load that weight to that leg you're stepping to. Straighten out that other one. Sometimes if it's hard to straighten out that way you're stepping away from, go toe to the sky. All right. One more on this side. All right. Close up view, as you guys can kind of see. You want to straighten out that leg. Two more. Last one. All right. Crab and roll. All right. You can see I got a little ladder stance on this one. Probably a little wider stance than I would for like a push-up. Right, so I'm really focused on trying to make sure my hips don't wiggle side to side. So what was I going to say? Oh, the modification for single leg hinge. I was like, I had something. So that the one obviously the single leg hinge. Right, and I'll do even without, right? So, this can be a challenge. People may not be ready for that single leg where the leg comes off the ground. So, modification is staggered hinge. Alright, sometimes they call it sprinter stance also. So here, all the weight's on that lead leg, I'm still doing the same movement. I would do this, especially if I did heavier weight, I would definitely do that sprinter hinge. So sprinter stance. Because that's really how you can pull. If you're working that unilateral, which is when you do one side at a time, unilateral is the fancy word for one leg or one arm. I would do this, especially if I had heavy weights. That's kind of one of my go-to ones, this sprinter stance deadlift with a heavy kettlebell to really build strength in that posterior chain, right? Glute, hammy. So so I was saying if you're having trouble executing this, put that toe down, just a light tap to the toe in the same movement, okay? All right, I'm going to take one more sip, and we're going to get ready for our final round. All right? All right. Ready. Squat thruster. One last time. Single leg hinge. Maybe I should start with my right leg. I'm going to try to start with my right leg this round, okay? I'm going to do one more. Alright, that felt a little better. I don't know why, it just feels so much easier on that left foot. I gotta practice more on my right foot. That's what it's telling me right now. That was a bad rep. Let me do one more. Alright. Lunge. Lateral lunge. Pull it. You're pulling that lawnmower strap. Alright? Full start. Switch sides. Three. Four. I don't know how it came up this week, but I was having some clients do the renegade row. And I don't know why, but they were like, both arms at the same time? And I was like, no, you know what we're going to do, and jump up in the air and row both at the same time. I'm sure there's maybe some Instagram influencers that would do that, but I like my clients too much to do that to you guys. You can always, if you feel like you want heavier weights, do heavier weights for this one. Because it's going to challenge your stability either way, core stability, right? And by contracting and trying to fight the rotation that happens when you're rowing, you're building core strength, all right? All right, that was today's live workout. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Maybe did some exercises, or I got some new exercises you don't normally do. Get my heart rate up. What is my heart rate right now? But anyways, guys, if you didn't follow along with us, we will have this up on our YouTube channel. We're up to date. All the live workouts are currently on the YouTube page. So if you guys miss one, go up there, and this one will be up there shortly. So let us know, comment on that, on one of the live workouts. Let me know maybe a theme for the next week's workout, and I will see you next week.